Towards the end of the last year, there was a face-off at home. Our millennial daughter was demanding that we pick up the phone to mobilize medical help for young university students who were protesting against the controversial Citizenship Amendment Act. She was inconsolable and in tears over her friends and young people having to face the brunt of police brutalities. The updates were coming thick and fast over the social media, and I remember facing her frustration at our inertia one night. She couldn't fathom how could her parents just sit there unmoving while young people were out on the roads raising slogans in solidarity with their injured colleagues. Eventually, our two girls gave up on their pro-establishment boomer parents and left home with packed sandwiches and flasks of coffee to stake the night out at the scene of action. I remember my mixed feelings. I was petrified for their safety, and then I felt this fierce pride in their response to the agitation. In fact, I had myself taken them to the Ramlila grounds during the anti-corruption agitation in 2011, which led to the formation of the Aam Aadmi Party. And at that time, I had wanted them to experience the real dynamics of democracy at work. Well, they've since been ready to jump into social and political action in the public spaces, and now these two millennials have been joined by the Gen Z. Gen Z, the generation of young men and women reaching adulthood in the second decade of the 21st century, anyone born between 1995 and onwards. And India has the world's largest generation, see 99.2 million between 18 and 22 years of age. This generation is different in many ways. They are more political, more woke. They are more tolerant than other generations, and they are also concerned with issues of women's safety. Relative to the older generations, their views are more liberal, but they are also concerned and worried about the difficulty in finding jobs these days, and a very, very valid concern. While the millennials grew up during an economic boom, this generation has come during a recession, and this pragmatism they have as a result is a foil to the idealism of the millennials. For millennials, it was about having experiences. For Gen Z, it will be about having and saving money. They're beginning early at life. They're having to figure things out faster. They want to create an impact. And what are their tools? Internet credentials and personal branding. Excuse me. What they like to hear is an explanation of the purpose behind decisions that will work. We've seen them face their watershed moment with the pandemic. They're looking today at their parents, their grandparents, educators, community leaders, policymakers. We have to help them, the boomers, millennials, to model resilience, how to create a community. We are the ones that are going to keep them safe and protect this link to our common future.